Barbershop conversation, guys. I know many of you guys just watched Game 7, and I just can't believe Oklahoma City. They were playing with house money for 2 games and couldn't close it out. Game 5, yeah, uh, you would expect Golden State to win that game. They had a slight chance to win that game. Game 6, they were up 7 or 8 with 4 or 5 minutes to go. And Klay Thompson hit some 8 for 19 upside the head in the fourth quarter, which is crazy. And it's funny because Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith are yelling, "You got to stop them from shooting them threes." But when they shooting them, when you do things for 25 years, and and what I mean by that is we become creatures of habit. So when the guy has got the ball 26 feet away from the basket, man, you don't expect him to shoot the goddamn ball or shoot the ball with 22, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And that's kind of, so half of them shots, Klay Thompson just got them suckers up and they just fell for him. And Game 7, like all you guys, I was anticipating this match like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, for real, man. My whole day was centered around this game, and what a game it was. And you have Oklahoma City have no one to blame but themselves. They hired Billy Donovan to come in and win a Game 7, and he couldn't do it. So when you go to they changed the chef but didn't change the ingredients, if you get what I'm saying. So they need to change the ingredients, which are the players. And it makes no difference who the chef is if the ingredients are perfect. So I think Kevin Durant is going to opt out. I think Russell Westbrook next year is going to come to LA or New York. And remember, I said that. And that's just what I ultimately believe. Now, getting into the details of Game 7, Steph Curry is a motherfucker, man. I'm just going to flat out tell you guys. Steph Curry, he's that kid that everyone hates and respects at the same time, because when you're playing an alpha male sport and a man makes it look so easy and he's smiling and he's good looking and he's the golden boy, like, like I remember what Deion Sanders said. He says when how can you when he's speaking of Tim Tebow, he says, how can you beat a man when the Bible is his playbook? And that's the same thing goes for Steph Curry, man. How can you beat this man when he does everything right, per se? I mean, just on the outside looking, I don't know the kid. But Steph Curry, they have no fear. They don't give a damn if you up 20 points. They believe in that 3-point line. And more importantly, they believe in themselves. So kudos to them. And this NBA Finals is going to be rocking and rolling. If I'm you guys, life gets in the way. Set your TiVo now. Add an extra hour to it because 1 to 2 games may go to overtime. I don't know. But set your TiVo now for all 7 games. Take about 5 to 7 minutes right now and set them, because these games are going to be epic. I don't know if it's going 6 or if it's going 7. So, but I expect it to go at least 6. And I got Cleveland winning. But Oklahoma City needs to shoot themselves. They need the Oklahoma City chokers or something like that, man. They choke this series. What better position do you want to be in? Gosh, literally, what better position do you want to be in? I remember my Knicks in 1994 when the OJ game, which was Game 7, but they were up 3-2. All they had to do was win 1 game, I believe, and they couldn't close out Houston, and that's when that phrase began: never underestimate the heart of a champion. But those are the non-Jordan NBA championships, so those don't really count because my Knicks didn't win. But man, what a series! It gave us everything we wanted. It was like a great boxing match for 7 games. It gave us everything we actually desired. We had superstars, we had the supporting cast, we've had great storylines, we've had great commentary. We didn't get the sound bites we wanted because Steph Curry is an upstanding individual, and the whole Golden State team for that matter. I don't know Klay Thompson personally, but we know each other, and I covered him in high school. I know his dad real well, and Michael Thompson, and the first pick of the 1977 draft, in case you want to know where he get his gene pool from. And just so you know, his brother's a professional baseball player, and his other brother, Michael Thompson, had a cup of tea with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So mom and dad had three great nights. They had three great sons. So, just so you know where his gene pool comes from. And what can you say? Golden State is that shit, but Oklahoma City just needs to go jump off the first bridge. You know what I mean? Because they thought they had the right ingredients. They fire Scott Skiles, and they bring in Billy Donovan from college, from the University of Florida, which didn't work because he was, as Charles Barkley said, he was hired to win a closeout game that would go in their favor. So they're a bunch of choke artists. They're selfish on the court. And I really love Russell Westbrook. I see him a couple of times in the summertime. I'm in pre-production on the film that he's going to be in. We may not be able to get it done this summer because he has the Olympics, but man, they're just a selfish team, man. It's no more, no less. They're overtly selfish. I think they need a leader. People say they need a point guard. I think more so than that, they need a leader on that team. A point guard would help, but if the point guard is a backup point guard in the NBA that doesn't have any leadership characteristics, then they don't have it. They need a leader, whether it's a point forward, power forward. They need direction. Because in that third quarter, when they got outscored 29-12 or something like that, or even in the first half, when they're up 13, and Russell Westbrook shoots that three and he airballs and he tries to get a foul on Iguodala, makes no sense. Don't act like you have house money. You're up 13, you should have went up 15. Russell Westbrook out of control, Serge Ibaka on a dumb foul when the guy dunks the ball, and the dumb foul on the three with Steph Curry with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. You're 6'9", 6'10", 6'11". All you got to do is gap and contest. You don't have to play that tight with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Your job is just to contest the shot, and when you're 6 inches taller than a person, you have the ability to jump late because you're taller and you're longer. So, man, I expect this series. Oh, I listen to 78 Sport. I enjoy listening to him on the post fights, and I was shocked to see him do a basketball commentary. And he says Golden State is gonna sweep Cleveland. Please tell him that Cleveland has probably as much chemistry as Golden State does, and it's not gonna be a sweep. So tell 78 Sports I'll send him. I'll bet him 100 push-ups, and he got to do it on video. And but I don't even know if he knows me, but I listen to him. But anyways, so tweet him, do what you got. I bet him 100 push-ups that Cleveland win. I'm picking Cleveland to win that series because I love LeBron James' story, coming back home, revigorating financially, bringing his tax dollars back, bringing his family back to the state of Ohio, the city of Cleveland. Man, just a phenomenal story. So I'll be rooting 100% for LeBron James. And I love the fact that he's public enemy number one. And they're going to paint him out to be in a classy way. Trust me. Stephen Curry right now is a darling. He might get 10 to 20 questions about the MVP and his team. And you know how great reporters know how to lead their subjects. And I would expect that with with the reporters that's going to cover the NBA Finals. I hope I get that assignment. I'm waiting for it. Hopefully I find out in the morning if I'm covering the finals in Golden State. So, but anyways, it's all well. I got Cleveland winning it. Oklahoma City is a bunch of choke artists. And tell 78 Sports I'll bet him 100 push-ups. And that Cleveland wins the NBA Finals. So barbershop conversation. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys had a great weekend, family, barbecue. And don't forget the reason why we celebrate was for the military. Although I'm a pacifist and I don't believe in violence. Violence plus violence equals more violence. So I don't really believe in wars and what may have you. I know some of you guys out there may, but I just don't believe in that. So barbershop conversation. You guys are awesome. Game 1 Thursday. I believe it starts in Oakland because obviously they had the best record in NBA. But I'm not sure if it's like. I don't think it's like the baseball where the home team that wins the All-Star game gets home court advantage. So I'm not sure. I got to double check that. So anyways, barbershop conversation. You guys are awesome. Short week. We have boxing later this week. We got Salido Vargas, which is going to be a hell of a fight. The last man standing is going to win that fight. So barbershop conversations, and I got the Cleveland Cavaliers winning 6 or 7, but it's just going to be a hell of a series, and I love the story of LeBron James. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.